Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series in the Akai MPC, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. This is session 5.8, and today I figured I'd just kind of show you how I play this as a live performance and a few things where I probably would have set this up differently, but I wanted to do a few things this way. A, because it seemed like it was a little bit faster to show you, and B, I don't know, it's good to also put some mistakes in place in my mind and then kind of talk through different ways to address them. So first thing is hit play. Right now it's going to play everything. We're going to mute. We can do track mutes. A couple problems though. If I go mute out the CV channels, it's still sending that CV data out whether we want it to or not. It's just something that you're going to have to remember. So if I flip up here, basically if I want to mute either the drums or that kind of glitchy sound, I'm gonna have to go to the SOS and just turn it down, which is fine. It's one of those things you just have to remember that you need to use the knob for it. The way that you'd probably would have to get around this would be to basically set up your program twice to have the same information and duplicate your patterns, because once you have a send to, you're not muting the channel itself. And I personally feel like this is something that Akai should think about differently, but personally, when I want to mute the track, I think the whole thing should be muted, whether it's got something getting sent to it or not, but that's just not how it's implemented. And it's kind of a bummer because if I go mute here for the kick, it's now also muting that, it's muting the kick, but as you can see here, maybe you can see it, it's still playing the drum sound. So I still have to turn it off. Really, so there's something weird with how the architecture is set up for doing the track mutes and things. I don't think I'm a complete fan of it, but it's the way it works. So as long as you know there's a workaround where you have a knob, you can go turn it down and adjust it. That's cool. And we can bring the kick back in, and you're going to see the same thing for hats. If I go mute it, you can't hear the hats anymore, but you can still see the morphogene is getting that play signal, and it's still playing it. So again, there's just something weird with the routing, but again, I can go turn this down, or I can filter it. Anyway, either works. So from there, I just want to make sure you're aware. So when we come in and mute, personally I like using track mutes a lot. I can mute out different parts. We can keep the morphogenes going. I can kind of turn those in and out. And, from here, I don't know, it's hard to keep switching between the two. But, I've got access to the filters. I like having multiple low pass, high pass filters so we could really tweak stuff and then bring it back in and out. Because we've got the Mimiaphone going here, we can do some fun things like change the mix and just get the echoes here. We can start messing with the zones. We can mess with the rate to get some really cool glitchy kind of sounds off of the Mimiaphone. They go back to just having the mix between the sound and what's going on. You got halo, which gives you a really good amount of reverb. Color gives us some tone control. And it can take a little bit of time to kind of have that settle. With the data bender in here, we can adjust how much glitchiness is coming through for that kick. So there's a whole lot of things that you can do to control here. And, the more that you want to kind of connect things in, you can get all kinds of crazy automation and things going. Just get like a sound that just keeps changing over time. This is one of the things I like about modular, is you get kind of a consistent blanket, but as you start digging in, like the things, if you set it up correctly, can kind of keep changing a lot over time. So anyway, guys, I'm going to stop this and call it a day for now, but hopefully this shows you some ways that you might be able to approach using the MPC and modular whether you want to record tracks or play live or do other stuff that could be fun. So anyway, everybody, take it easy, keep having fun, keep making music. If it sounds good, it is good, and peace.